And welcome to Delaware Live, folks. Benny Mitchell here with the match between the Milford Buccaneers, ranked number 4 in Division I, and the Caesar Rodney Riders, ranked number 3 in Division I. Joining me now shortly will be Marvin Dooley, former William Penn wrestler, William Penn head coach, now head coach of the football team over at Woodbridge. On the camera tonight, Kristen Mitchell. So here comes the starting line. So I am going to tell you a few things. We do not have a scoreboard tonight. We're having some technical issues with the computer. Most likely they're not going to have any of our overlays that we usually have. We will have the trivia question. We will have the match of the night. And the match of the night is going to be the last match tonight. It's going to be 145 pounds with Hunter Durham from Milford and Cody Waskey of Caesar Rodney. So bring it now, Marvin. Thanks for coming along. And I know you're an upstate guy, but, man, you got to love watching Henlopen Conference Wrestling.
Yes, I do, Benny. I appreciate you having me on tonight. Since you talked to me about coming on, I'm doing my research on the match tonight, and I'm expecting a good one.
Yeah. Well, our last 2 matches have come down to the last one in the Henlopen North. Cape gets the big pin. They beat Smyrna 34-30, and then that next Friday night, Milford, Smyrna. Smyrna sitting there looking down 20 points. They come back, and they in the back stretch, they get 3 pins, and they beat Milford by 1, 36-35. And I think we're going to see something similar tonight. What we're not going to see is this story is becoming more about who's not here than who's here. A couple guys out of the lineup each way. For Milford, no Tim O'Hara tonight. And for Caesar Rodney, no Cameron Cataldi, neither wrestler here tonight. The match is going to start at 152 pounds. Number 4 ranked heavyweight Bobby Meister will not be wrestling, but his brother, who maybe just a step below him, will take his place. So it's going to we're going to see some battles here. We're going through that time of year. Of course, now you're throwing in COVID, Marvin, and getting sick, and the injuries are starting to come up. Cope's got hurt Friday night. He's going to wrestle through it. Hyperextension of the elbow, but he's going to go.
Well, these matches as a head coach, you look at where you can maximize your points. And starting at 52 is not a blessing for Milford. I mean, they got to hang on up to the top there to make the match.
Well, and that's if they don't bump Coach.
Yes.
And that's what they've been doing. They've been bumping Coach here. He wrestled 60 the last 2 matches. He's had to go up to 60. And he moves up to number 1 in the state now at 152 with Bender going out.
Yes. I think, looking at these dual meets, you talk about dual meets, this is the thing I miss about coaching. I don't miss the daily grind, but missing getting the kids ready and
missing the packed gym. We're not really packed tonight, but we do have crowd here.
Oh, it's good. It's good atmosphere. This is what Henlopen. All the events I've been in Henlopen have been atmosphere.
Folks, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. So after the match, then they talked to Aaron Harris about the state duels coming up, and he said it's going to come down, Marvin, to who presents the best team on Saturday afternoon, and obviously matchups. But I'm getting texts all the time. I just got a text that a considerable, highly touted. I couldn't get a team or a name. I was working, but one of the top guys up north is hurt, and it's going to come out here by the end of the week. But I'm digging to find out. But that's what it's going to come down to: who's who's healthy in February.
Yeah. Well, with this COVID and stuff we're dealing with here, besides injuries, you always dealt with them. But now you could have a kid test positive the morning of the match.
Right.
He's done. I mean, so very scary.
There's only one way not to test positive. Don't test.
Don't test. Yes, sir.
So, again, folks, we will not have a scoreboard. We're not going to have any of our overlays. We want to make sure that the stream keeps running. So we will keep you up with the team score and individual score here. Remember, when we get to the trivia question, your answer must go in the chat log. So here we go at 152 pounds. It's going to be Ryan Mejia. For the Milford Bucks, Ryan Mejia on the season 3-1. He's a junior, and he's up against Jackson Kopp, 6-10. Both are juniors. And here we go, folks. Underway at 152 pounds. First match of the night. Benny Mitchell with Marvin Dooley, Delaware Live Sports. Henlopen Conference Northern Division wrestling action. Mejia in on a dump there, and Kopp gets to his belly, gives up the 2. And you're going to cut him, go to right now. I know Mejia has been out for about a month, and so he may want to get this thing over early and not test his gas tank.
Well, I think, Benny, early on here, I know bonus points are key. So, pushing the pace if someone's been out.
Jackson Kopp in with a fireman's of his own. He's going to get the dump. He's not going to get it. Mejia able to get the hips back.
Very good defense right there. Very good.
Looking for maybe a double underhook or a cement mixer here. And goes for the roll-through mixer. Gets it. Has a takedown. Looking for the fall.
He has it tight, Benny. He has it tight.
Dead center of the mat with lots of time.
Yeah. Tight. He's lifting. Got a lot of time. Got it.
Mejia gets the fall at 152 pounds. So we're going to move up to 160. We'll see Copes for the Bucks, and we're going to see Nathan Legg for the Riders. So here's another match where number 1 ranked Avery Copes, they're going to want 6 out of him.
He wants to push the pace here. Now, I was talking to Don Parles this afternoon, and he talked about the key to get the match with bonus points, and he has to get them here. Thank you.
160 pounds, Copes, number 1 ranked at 152, bumping up here for the duel. Oh, this is Mason Bush, excuse me, not Legg, Mason Bush. Shot by Copes, in on the double leg, lifts to the mat, and they're out of bounds. No score, minute 29 on the restart.
See one of them push the pace here.
$160. That's Poor is the number 1 ranked wrestler at this weight for Caravel.
He's having a fine season, too.
Yes, he is.
He's really having a fine season.
Placed at the Ironman, placed at Escape the Rock last weekend. Yeah. Inside trip by Copes to an ankle pick. Takedown. He goes up 2-0.
That was very nice. Copes set him up, lowered his level, and inside trip.
Now he's going to looking for the cradle. Got to be careful hanging that head. And goes and locks up the cradle. 50 seconds to go here. First period.
Has to get that front leg free. It's front leg free and turning.
Yeah, Bush able to get back to that front leg. And this is where you got Marvin. You got to be careful hanging that head over. He's already got one leg. But he's able to roll it through and get the back points. 30 seconds to go here, first period.
They could get 3. I don't see it tight enough to pin him with it, but
no.
Looks loose. Maybe get 3 more.
3 backs, up 5-0 with 15 seconds to go is Avery Copes for the Milford Buccaneers.
Coach has been getting high, though.
Yes, he is, and it looks like Mason Bush trying to take advantage of it with 1 second left. Not going to get it, and we're going to go to the end of the first period. 5-0. I think the name of the game right now, the coaches, especially in the in Division I, Marvin, is where we're going to get seated, who we're going to match up with. I think every match is going to be so tight this year here in the Henlopen North, and then you got Soleil Zanum up in. They've been struggling to get a full lineup. I was told they finally have no forfeits in their lineup. They've suffered some COVID, some injuries coming out of football. Same thing with like Cesar Rodney. They still do not have Brock Connor back. He's ranked in the state. He was a state place winner, but coming off an ankle injury during football, just taking his time, and he's a senior. No sense in rushing it and re-injuring it.
I always thought Benny in the dual meet tournament, the thing that I didn't like about it is that you can't weigh in twice. I mean,
right.
If you get a bad seed and you have to weigh in to beat one team, it may not help you for the next one.
You got to weigh in to win the championship.
Yes, I mean, so you got to really think about that.
So if you take a bump along the way, do you weigh in to be in the finals or do you weigh in to win the finals?
Yes, and that was my whole thing. I mean, the dual meet tournament is great. It's I think it's great for wrestling. That's the only downfall when you have one day.
Right. Now, I like the dual meet. I like the state championship determined by dual meets as opposed to the individual tournament. Mainly because that's how you wrestle all year. You wrestle dual meets all year, and that's how you need to crown your champ.
One of the other things I think is because you come out of the Henlopen Conference, you're beat up sometimes in the division.
The meat grinder.
And my thing is you get in the state tournament. It depends how your seeds are. You may land where you're going to get to the semis before someone else that didn't deserve it. So I also think if it's a team title, my 13, it's your 13.
That's right. Mason Bush putting the ride on here.
CR, could hang on here, it'd be a win for me. Pinned.
Actually, not getting pinned would be a big win for him.
Yes, it'd be a win.
Bush got both boots in. We're going to get a.
Coach Holloway was the best at running lineups and points. And
Granby roll by.
Nice.
Copes goes behind, gets the 2. He goes up 7-0.
This is where he was dominant on top, so we'll see if he gets back to it.
We'll see. And does Bush take top next period?
I think you have to take top. In my opinion, he was tough on top. The worst, you would take neutral.
Right. So 7-0 lead for Copes going into the third period. Coach Rigby with a big decision to make here. Do I go top again and try to steal some minutes?
Yeah. I know if I'm him, I'm taking top. I'm going to take top, telling him get them legs as much as you can. Rod him, stay safe, keep her control. Get in trouble, let him go.
And just Copes is in a position right now where he's got to capitalize off what he takes.
Yes.
And he's going to take bottom.
Took bottom. That was Rigby coaches him every day, so he would know better than I would know. Sometimes being on bottom, it's an attitude down there, man. Yeah. You ain't turning me.
That's right. Or I'm getting out. One or two.
I've always had the theory, go back to Coach Holloway again, was as long as you can't turn me and I can take you down, I can win.
That's right.
And
2-on-1 tilt here. Gets a 1 count.
Head down low.
Bush has the head.
He scrambles.
That 2-on-1's holding off Bush right now, and he gets out of it. No score. Minute 35 to go.
All he wants to do on bottom is keep a base, keep fighting the hands, and be there at the end.
So Martin, you talk about your head coach, one of the greatest up north in Holloway, and I came out under Phil Schultai, who was the most wins ever. Yeah. So
we were both blessed.
That's right, absolutely.
Yeah, I attribute a lot of my successes to Coach. I've always told people the greatest man I ever met in my life. Changed my life.
Still involved in the sports scene.
Yes. He's a big supporter of all sports, all his ex-players. And
Bush sits out, looks to turn. A minute to go in the match.
He's doing a tremendous job on bottom.
Yes, he is. And I would think Coach Parsley would want at least a major out of this. If we don't get the pin, they're going to get a bottom stall call.
I can agree with that in a way. He's hipping down, but he's doing his job.
That's right.
I think I'd have got to 8. I think I'd have let him go by now.
Right. And trying to run the bar, but he's on the wrong side of the body. 35 seconds to go.
30 seconds to turn him and let him go and take him down.
Looking at the armbar tilt here with 25 seconds.
He needs to at least get the major Benny.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds to go in the match. And he's building his base. He's doing everything he has to do.
He's doing a good job here. Now, don't want to get hit with stalling. That'll give him the major. Has to get off his belly.
And that's going to be a 7-0 decision for Avery Coates.
Yeah. And I'm shocked there that we didn't play takedown and try to get it to 8.
So let's see, Marvin, how that, we're going to circle that weight and see what happens with that towards the end. So we're going to move up to 170 pounds. And it looks like we're going to see Brian Seward for the Bucks. I didn't see the weigh-in sheets. I don't know who. And it's going to be DJ Baker for the Riders.
Seward and Baker. I think for Milford to have a shot, they have to win this weight class. Knowing the 82, 95, 220 heavyweight or heavy favorite by CR.
Right. There we go, underway at 170 pounds. Shot by DJ Baker, double leg straight to his back.
Very nice, lower to the level, penetrate through.
Baker had a decent tournament down in Warren Shore over the weekend. I think sees Rodney finished 5th down there. And that's, you got Mount St. Joe's, you got Southern Regional out of Jersey was in there.
Very good showing.
2-0 for DJ Baker. And I think this is where CR has to start thinking pins. Has to start thinking bonus. And he goes with an arm bar.
You got it. You got it tight. You run it.
He needs to get that wrist on the far side, and he does get it.
And
Takes him to his back, keeps the weight on top. Minute 20 pounds, and he gets the fall. DJ Baker with the pin.
Yeah, he got after him there too, man. He took him right down. A nice double leg takedown.
Nice job of catching the wrist as he was running it.
You see how he finished it, you know.
Finished with the weight on top,
Yes, exactly.
So we move to 182 pounds. And we're going to see Owen Dixon.
And this is where CR gets tough. So these matches here, I believe Milford has to save points.
And this is Oliver Barnes. Dixon won a couple matches down Warner Shore over the weekend. Yeah, if the Riders pin through here, Milford's in trouble.
Really tough, right? Now, Dixon pushed the pace. You can already tell that he's pushing the pace here on him. I'm sure Rigby has jobs in mind.
Looks
what
like
he wants.
Barnes may be wrestling with a bad shoulder here.
He's all wrapped up. I think Dixon keeps pushing his pace, so he'll get a stalling call here soon.
There's a shot attempt. And goes to a 2-on-1. Arm drag.
He's attacking, though. Dixon's attacking.
There's a shot. He's in on the leg. Looking for the dump here. And he's going to stay in on the head outside single.
A cut double.
Cuts to the double. Takes him to his back. Takedown for Dixon.
Yeah, that was a nice finish, Benny. He got in there tight, drug his hips up underneath and switched off.
45 seconds to go here in the first period. Coach Rigby wants him going immediately for that half Nelson, looking for that pin. And being behind the action is kind of hard to see what he's working up top. Does have a wrist, and going to get a stall call on bottom. So consistent with the bottom stalls is referee Paul Hertz on the call tonight. Now he's going to run a bar. He's getting the swipes. 15 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, he's getting tight again, tighter.
It's 5 seconds. And time's going to run out. 5-0 lead for Dixon here in the first period at 182. I kind of see where CR's been putting their focus on top here lately with the bar series.
Well, he had it tight at first. He just started slipping, and they tried to readjust. Chris ran out of time.
Dixon only a sophomore.
He's pushing the pace, Benny. I mean, he is pushing the pace.
So we're going to go neutral second period. 5-0 lead for Dixon.
I think he keeps him moving backward. Like he'll get another
Right,
stall
he's
call.
got one stall call. Right, shot by
There you go.
Barnes. Go behind by Dixon. 7-0. And so going to go to a half on this time on the right side. And switches off to a half on the left side. This one's deep. Center of the mat. Lots of time. Pin for Owen Dixon. And the Riders go up 12-9. And next up is Jordan Curry. He's the son of a state champ here from Milford, and he's going up against number 5 ranked. Oh, this is Brock Connor.
Brock Connor returning. And I was just looking at it today, Benny, and I was looking for Brock Connor. He hadn't wrestled yet. So
Right. Well, tonight's his debut. How about that? My son is the assistant coach of Cesar Rodney and doesn't even let me in on a secret. Front headlock by Connor.
Well, that's a good coach, Benny, when you don't tell the secrets.
That's right. Don't want you to tell his old man. Cesar Rodney in the lead. Looks like he's going to go near side. Cradle has it. Center of the mat. And I think this is the piece of the puzzle the Riders have been waiting for, Marvin, for their dual meet team.
Right now he has the cradle tight. He just has to come up on top.
Right.
Reposition a little bit. Put the head in the side. Get into his hip. Get into his hip. Has points.
Yeah, holding 2.
I don't think he can pin him that way. He has to readjust.
He's got to get his feet back by his feet more.
Yes. Now readjust it. Now's it tight. You just got to readjust it. There you go. Now he's reading on top.
And yeah, he's got his weight up on top of him. Still got 55 seconds to go. And they're going to go out of bounds. 2 back points, and Brock Connor goes up 4-0.
Now Brock's going to Lehigh, correct?
I'm not. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
That
He's a heck of a football player. I think he's going to be playing the blue gold game.
Yes.
Fullback for the Riders. Position you don't see much in high school football anymore. A fullback.
You do not, unless you play Woodbridge.
Right. Oh, deep half by Connor. Again, he gets a little high on it. 25 seconds.
Has to settle back. Has it tight, just settle back now. Milford boys fighting hard, though.
Yes, he is.
I'll give him credit.
And gets the fall is Connor. And the Riders go up 18-9. So I assume we're going to see Josh Dyer bump up to 220, or excuse me, Shamar Nelson bump up to 220. And Nelson's not going to wrestle tonight. Interesting.
He's ranked number 5 in the state, too, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
You are correct. Right? Maybe there's something going on we don't know about.
Maybe something else your son didn't tell you.
Right. So this is Josh Dyer. He's ranked number 4 in the state at 220. And he's up against Devin McNamara. The Riders leading 18-9. And going to work right away is Dyer, looking for the fall with a deep half Nelson.
And he had a very nice single leg to get to this position.
And we're going to go out of bounds. 2-0 lead for Josh Dyer.
No, CR, I can see he must have talked these guys about up top. They've been very aggressive to try to get the bonus points.
And Dyer looking near side cradle. And he's got this one locked up right smack in the middle of the mat. Just has to take his time.
He has it tight, too. He has it real tight. So settle down with it.
Dyer 13-5 on the season.
Settle down on top.
And he gets the fall. So 24-9 in favor of the Riders. And that's going to move us up to 285, and I believe this is Owen Meister. He is the younger brother of number 4 ranked heavyweight Bobby Meister.
You know, when I looked at this match, Benny, I looked up top. CR had on them hammers.
Right.
And so far, they haven't disappointed.
No, they haven't. So we move to 285. The Riders lead 24-9. So I'm going to give you the Surf Bagel trivia question at this time. What group of brothers, family of brothers, has won the most individual Henlopen Conference championships? What group of brothers has won the most Henlopen Conference individual championships? That dates back to 1970, folks. 1970 was the first year of the Henlopen Conference.
Nice ankle pick right there, Benny.
Yep. So like I said, this is the younger Meister. And he's going to isolate that elbow and look for a half on the right side.
He got it too, Benny. He's thinking deep. He got him tight. Thread the needle there, though.
And they're going to go out of bounds. 2 backs, 4-0 for Owen Meister.
If he could have threaded the needle, Benny had it. Got that Morton credit. He knew where he was at, got out of bounds.
Yeah, he did. And now he's going to go bar on the left side. He's emptying out the toolbox, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Elbow to the ear here.
Pushing. Elbow to the ear, exactly right.
55 seconds to go.
Tight. Got it.
And Meister with the pin. And the Riders take a 30-9 lead as we roll around to the little guys. Folks, we have a winner that fast. I'll tell you, Marvin Dooley sat here for half an hour to figure it out. Julie Dematurchek is correct. The Bastianelli family out of Sussex Central. 9 conference championships between the 4 brothers.
You know, Benny, my first guess, like I told you, was the Brown brothers.
Right.
I thought they
were 7.
7.
The Bastianellis, Mark, Danny, Steve, and Paul.
Well, I did get it right the second guess, but I had to get a hint.
This is McElravy, number 2 in the state, McAvoy, Alex McAvoy, and Emily Toady at 106 pounds.
Getting after it.
Runs the pike, gets the takedown, 2-0. And a locked hands in that. Double leg shot, out of bounds. 2-1, Alex McAvoy. If you're just joining in, the Riders lead 30-9. We start at 152 pounds. 145 will be our Iannone specialty sandwich match of the night. Another takedown by McAvoy. Looks like he wants to go ankle lace.
And Rigby wants you to play takedown. Right away, yelling takedown. Let him go, cut him.
Dump attempt here by McAvoy in on a high crouch now. Toady looking to go behind. McAvoy brings it up to the mat. And takedown. Ooh, and an out of bounds. Knees were not on the mat.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah. 6-3 lead for McAvoy. Minute 14 to go here in the first period. And going to put it up again. Emily Toady does have a nice headlock. You got to be careful on the over-under with her. And I think Rigby here wants to go from major to tech, and if you get the pin, you get the pin. But make sure you get that 5. And now he's got a takedown with some backs. Got the boots in.
This is what I thought that Don would do early on the match before.
Right.
Try to get bonus points, then try to pin.
Now they're going to go near side cradle, but he's going to go ahead with the cut. 10-5 lead for Alex McAvoy. Alex McAvoy's only in-state loss was to number 1 ranked Malachi Stratton of Sussex Central. And I tell you, those two rolled around last spring and summer.
You know, it's funny, a lot of these kids go to these clubs and stuff together. So they get to know each other. You know, our state's not that big, so.
McAvoy going high crouch, but putting the head back inside, Marvin. Interesting there. 14-6 lead with 23 seconds to go. I always tell my kids, if you get stuck with your head on the outside, just double leg finish. For some reason, he wanted head inside.
Well, if you're going to have the single leg, you want your head inside.
Right.
If your head pops out, you should cut off.
Right, but he decided to go, he purposely put that head back inside, so. And he's got a reinforced bar. Emily Toady, she's tough to pin.
That was a very good period.
I tell you, also one of the nicest, most polite wrestlers you'll meet. Every time I come in this gym, she makes a point to come over and say hello. Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, she's a tough little lady.
She is.
I mean, she
plays field hockey and girls soccer. So 3-sport athlete here for the Bucks.
You don't see them anymore either. 3-sport athletes either.
McAvoy is a guy that's come out of kind of maybe nowhere out of the shadows, but my son told me, watch this kid before he's done his high school career. Takedown by McAvoy. He's up 16-6.
Again, takedown again. Let him go. Cut him.
And on the double on the edge, out of bounds.
And you almost see game plans as you come in. You're not in the room with these guys, so but looked like he knew right away this is what their plan was all along, was to play takedown.
Another little duck under shot there. Gets to the double leg. Again, even the double leg, you know he's keeping the head inside.
We should call it All-American, throw your knees underneath and pop up. Right now, you get the head outside, you get your takedown.
He's got a low leg Turk here if he pops the head. There it is. Takedown and some backs. So he has a 14-point lead. And I think Rigby wants to go. This turn is for the pin if you get 1:05 to go on the clock. 21-7 is the score in the match.
I'll tell you, Emily's still fighting, though. I give her credit. I mean, tough out there.
And there's a hazard roll, and I think he's just going to settle for the tech fall.
Yeah, I think I'd have waited for that one. I'd look for something tight. He had plenty of time. A whole nother period.
And that's the match. Tech fall for McAvoy. And that's going to make it 35-9.
That was a good job, but I think he had plenty of time to look for something tight.
Right.
I mean, you could have
they were yelling half Nelson from the bench.
Well, very good job.
So we moved to 113. Cole Moffitt, the freshman, 9-9 on the season versus Vincent Jenkins, junior, 11-8. Jenkins has wrestled some 126 this year because obviously with number 2 ranked Trevor Copes at 120, if he wanted varsity time, he had to until he got his weight down.
I mean, the match is getting a little bit out of hand right now.
Double leg by Jenkins. And gets the takedown on the edge.
Milford still has
put it back up.
Milford still has a stretch there. They could bonus a lot too. But as you said, you can't get too far behind. Now, wrestling has changed a lot, in my opinion, on pins and tech fall. You used to never see all that. It really has changed. It really has changed the dynamics, in my opinion.
I think we're at a stage now where there's like, even in the top 6, there's 2 or 3 really good top guys, and there's a space. And not all weight classes, in most weight classes.
I mean, back in the day, you had, I think a lot of maybe not as technical wrestlers.
Right. So Jenkins throws the headlock. Moffitt rolls through. Jenkins able to roll back. 55 seconds here. $40 seconds to go here.
Still a big gap there. You can see right through there. He has the type, but he is really fighting on bottom.
And Moffitt able to fight it off. 3 back points, 7-1 lead for Jenkins. Jenkins is a strong 113-pounder.
And I think Benny, right now, look at
Nelson.
It looks 35-9. You say, well, it's not really that big. But you're working for the state tournament. These points anytime you can fight off your back.
Right. And he's going to put him back up on his feet. With just 13 seconds left, so I don't think that came from the bench.
Nah, I don't think Don was too happy with that one.
Another headlock attempt. Milford looking to roll through. And he's going to get 2 and 2. It's going to make it 13-2.
Well, I don't know if Don liked it, but he made it right.
Yeah,
he made it right.
Yes, he did.
I tell you, Jenkins is a strong young man down there.
Yes, he is. And Milford's rolled through on 2 of them. He's just stepped back over.
I think anytime like you get these matches like this young man here from CR, you can, him fighting off your back could be a difference in winning the state championship down the road. I mean, you save points. People don't realize a 6-point win is like 2 wins.
Right. So Milford going bottom. Optional start here by Jenkins, and Milford's going to get the free release, 11-4. And now Jenkins looking to go 4-point stance after 2 big headlocks.
I've always felt that when you go to your knees like that, you want motion. You want motion, change guys' level, change eyes. Another one.
Another big headlock. And this is going to make it, if he survives, 16-4.
I tell you, Milford's been hit with 2 or 3 headlocks. I'm going to tell you something. You got to give him credit fighting off his back.
Right.
Man.
That escape, he earns that one. So 16-5.
I think I get out of tie, though.
Yeah, coaching staff's yelling, attack the legs. Just making some freshman mistakes is what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, this is the part of coaching that I say, he feels comfortable in there, but reality you're in trouble in there. Realize what your job is. Get out of there, try to get out of that loose stuff, or a loose tie you can't do a headlock.
And just a little bit of a sloppy flurry there, and another takedown, 18-5. So the next turn would be attack. So top stall there with 19 seconds to go.
I think he was on the hips. I don't know how long he counted, but he was on the hips.
And Marvin, he gets it on a leg. Do you just roll to your belly and give him the tech?
Yes, I give up the tech. 8 points. Save yourself a point. You don't want to get hit and get pinned here now.
Right. Another headlock attempt.
Pop your head, get yourself 2.
Yep, and they're going to go out of bounds. 2 seconds left.
If I'm the Milford kid here, I'll let the clock run out now.
Right.
I'll let it run out and I'll go where I have a chance.
So we're going to move to the third period. 18-6 is the score.
Now, I think Jenkins has wrestled tough. He's wrestled good,
right.
Don't get me wrong, but it's been all headlocks.
Right.
So if I'm Moffitt,
I'm not touching him unless I touch his
legs.
legs.
Right, yes. I'm going to stay away. And now if I get tech fall, it's going to be a tech fall. I'm not going to give up a pin.
Right.
And that's probably what your CR coach is telling you right now. If you get in trouble, belly down.
So 2 minutes to go. Neutral position.
He's got to be looking for the headlock.
Yeah.
And this time he wants to finish it.
He's just sucking him right into that tie.
No, you hear the bench telling him to get out of that tie.
Right. And he gets a double underhook throw. And this one might be hard to pass the arm on.
He's tight right now. Yeah. I'll tell you what, he's fighting. Jenkins knows he has to pin him now, so.
Yeah, he gets the fall. In the third period, so we go up 35-15. It's going to bring out number 2 ranked Trevor Copes against Antonio Darby. And Copes with that elbow wrapped up. Wrestling Gian Petro Friday night, landed on it just kind of awkwardly.
Yeah, one thing about wrestling, man, also you have nagging injuries all year, man.
Right.
It's just, you get something and it just doesn't heal because you're competing every Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday,
right.
Friday.
Cope second in the state last year as an 8th grader. This year ranked number 2. It's him and Gianpietro again, ranked number 1, number 2. Gianpietro, Beast finalist, ranked number 1 for the Smyrna Eagles.
It's impressive when an 8th grader makes the finals.
That's right.
It's impressive. Nice duck on the try by Darby there.
There's 30 points on the board, Marvin. 5 matches left. Nice little ankle pick off the Russian. Take down Copes. Minute 1 on the clock. So now for the Bucks, every point's precious. Down 20 with only 30 points available.
Yes, it is. You got a bonus. Now, Don was saying that talking to Don Parsley, it was about bonus points.
There's that pancake from Coates. And he's a pinner. Not going to get it on that one, though.
He's being rough with it, too.
Yes, he is.
Drug him over that front knee. He's getting it tight now.
25 seconds here in the period.
And really got physical with it, stretched him out, drug him over. Now he has to sink the arm and get his weight back. Lift the head up, stay tight on it. What a fight by Darby.
Yes, nice job. Ed Trevor, he came out of my club, and he was in last week helping with some of the other kids. And I got him down to practice with some of the middle school age kids, older elementary, and I said to the kids, I said, you know, when people tell you need all these fancy moves and to pin people, don't listen. And I said, Trevor, what is your #1 pinning combination? Wrist and a half. Learned it when he was 4.
Well, that's what people don't realize. I mean, in reality, he's got to be good at stuff.
Gene Mills.
Yes. I mean, you know, be good at what you do,
right.
be able to go either side with it.
Right. So Copes is going to take bottom position, 7-1 lead here, second period.
Locked hands.
There's going to be a locked hands, correct.
That's okay. That's all right.
You know, Darby would get on the right side. He didn't have to make him reposition.
Right. Yeah, I knew Granby was coming. Reversal for Copes. He goes up 10-1.
He's been very aggressive on top too many. Still looks like wrist and half again, almost like a little spiral ride.
Right, high half. There it is.
It is.
You got to be careful with it. Got a little sloppy. And he's also got to remember he went half with the bad wing. Another Granby roll looking for Peterson. .55 seconds to go in the second period. Copes has built the major decision. He leads 12-3, but Coach Parsley has to be thinking some sticks here.
Yeah, I would be thinking right now you look for something tight.
Right.
Team needs it.
You ain't going to get a bottom stall warning. Darby comes to his feet, cuts and scores. 12-4 with 20 seconds to go in the second.
was a big point. I mean,
What? Yeah.
Got off bottom.
And that was coming off a stall call.
Yes. And he'd been dominated a little bit on top. So, getting all bottom good.
And that's going to take us to the third period. Copes with a 12-4 lead here at 120 pounds.
Third period conditioning, Benny. Conditioning. Who has the more gas? But now we get timeouts in wrestling.
That's right. I like these. Have you noticed the injury time has gone down in the wrestling?
Yeah, well, I haven't watched it as closely as
And
you
look
have,
at your
but
major combat sports. MMA, boxing. They have longer corner breaks, but I like the 5 to 10 second corner break. Hey, you pay your coaches to coach.
Now, I liked it. Now, my teams, I always wanted to be the best condition.
That's right.
So I didn't want breaks. I wanted to wear you down, where maybe I might not be as technical as you are, but if I can wear you down.
Right. So Darby's going to take bottom. I thought Copes was putting them up. Yeah, I don't think you can get a caution until you're set. I think Parsley wanted a caution, but you can't have it until you're set.
Yes. If anybody knows the rule book,
Don will.
Don knows the rule book. I think Don, in my opinion, doesn't get the credit that he should deserve. I think he's one of the best coaches we've ever had around here.
Right. 12-5 lead for Copes. A minute 40 to go in the third.
See, our fans are fired up, which is nice.
They brought a nice little crowd here down. It's not that far of a ride.
Milford wants to react back.
Watch inside trip here.
You would think, in my opinion, he has to push the pace. His team's down 35-15.
And you also have to wonder there's going to be a stall call. How much his elbows can he grip? You know, if you get it on the leg, does he have the strength to pull? And maybe that's because he's hanging that right arm.
Yes.
Not as it's hurt, but I'm just wondering how much strength he has in it. Trying to get another stall call and going to get it.
Yeah. That was quick. No, but that is the rule. When you back out of there, that's the rule. I mean, Hertz is one of the best officials.
Right.
So, I mean, that is the rule. The rule is that you back out of there stalling.
38 seconds to go. Coach going to look lat drop here maybe, but he's wise enough not to throw it if it ain't there. Does have the major decision.
To me, he seems like he's happy where the win is now, but his team needs more than that.
I'm just wondering with his elbow,
He could be, you're right.
This is not his style to, debate stall calls. Little trip there, gets on the leg.
And that's the thing, Ben. You really don't know how hurt these guys are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
9 seconds. And that's the match. Trevor Copes with the major decision, 14-5. So they'll go up. They'll cut it to 35-19.
Well, I think for CR, I mean, they got probably consider that a win. I mean,
right?
They save points in a match like this.
24 points available. We're going to move to 126. Patrick Sharkey, the sophomore, for Milford, up against another sophomore, Dylan Bennett. Bennett 9-4, Sharkey 14-10. Double leg shot by Bennett. And he got to turn that corner there, son.
Just as a finish, he had great changed his level.
And Sharkey's long. He's able to get to that ankle.
Well, he did a good job changing it up, penetrating through, and then he had to make the cut. It's nothing.
That's two.
Yep.
So Sharkey may have held on to that reverse cradle a little long.
There's a time to let it go. I agree with you. Got yourself in trouble right here.
A lot of time, but they are on the edge.
he comes up on top, he'd be out of bounds, so he has to stay where he's at.
The 3 back for Bennett. He goes up 5-0. So he's going to have to be careful hanging it. He's reaching for it again. He doesn't want to hang that head. And they go out of bounds. 47 seconds on the restart.
You know, the first thing he changed the level, had a nice double, didn't finish. Then he got himself in a little bit of trouble, and then
his hips got him out of that.
And then the Milford, hung on too long.
Hung on too long, yeah. And getting to that cross wrist, probably going to look to thread a bar in here. 40 seconds to go.
Dixon has to get to a base. He's riding the hips. We'll see how long he lets him stay there.
Right.
Right there. As long as you're getting off the side, you're good, though. I mean, get that bar in.
And there's a stall on bottom. 7 seconds to go. End of the first period, 5-0 lead for Bennett. He's going to defer choice. And he's going to take top, so watch for a cradle here.
And Milford has to look for some big points.
Right.
I mean, they have to do it, so. Bottom man wants wrist control, keep your head up. Top man wants to hope your head dips.
And Bennett able to get to his feet and right back down. Looking for that cross-face cradle. And it looks like he might have it. Nope, doesn't have it locked up. Bennett able to get to his feet. Oh, chin whip to his back. Those things are nasty. And 3 back, so he's going to go up 12-0.
He hit it with violence, too.
Yes, he did.
He hit it. Both times he's got big points when Milford put himself in danger.
Right.
Now, I always say don't try to score from bad positions. You get yourself back out and start over.
I think you wrestle a kid like Sharkley, you wrestle him with your head in the middle of his back.
Yes.
He's got those long arms and long legs. He uses them to his advantage.
I mean, even the score is 10-0. Dixon was in good position a couple times.
Bennett.
Or Bennett, Bennett. A couple times. And,
Looking to go Turk crossface. Or high 4. 1 minute to go here, minute 5 here to go in the second period. Dylan Bennett with the 10-0 lead.
Riding tough on top, too.
Mm-hmm. There's a stall call and a point. That's going to make it 11-0. .32 seconds to go. Bennett looking for a set of backs here. Doesn't want to put himself in a bad position. There it is, Turk. And he's getting the count. Looking for a fall. 20 seconds to go here.
He's getting tighter and tighter, too. Lifting the chin.
10 seconds. Center of the mat. And it's going to be 3 back, 14-0. I think, yeah, you got to take top if you're CR here.
Yeah, I would take top and look for something tight. You took it now, so if you get in trouble late, you can always let him go.
Right. So we're at 126 pounds, folks. Your score, 35. Caesar Rodney, 19. Milford, sorry, the scoreboard not working tonight. We started at 152, so there's this and 3 bouts left. Our Iannone specialty sandwich match of the night is going to be 145 pounds with Cody Waskey, the junior, at 11-7 record, and Hunter Durham The sophomore, 13-3. And Bennett will take top. I think a tech fall might put this out of reach, or at least to a tie.
Yes, it would be. I think it would be a 21-point lead.
Right.
I mean,
with 21 points left, we'll see. We'll add up when we're over, when we're done. Got to get there first.
yes.
And reaching for the head is Sharkey. He's gonna throw it all at him. And go out of bounds. Minute 44.
Yeah, Ben, if they would happen to get just a tech fall here, it would put them up 40-19,
Right.
and that would be 21-point lead with 3 left.
Right.
This would clinch it for CR if he could hang on. But in wrestling, as you know,
That's
anything
right.
can happen.
No, you don't need those ties. You don't need that. You don't need to be there.
And out of bounds. Minute 30 to go.
Hey, we don't need any ties. Let's go.
Rich Rigby just wants one takedown.
Hey, no ties.
And he's hit him with a couple double legs.
He's keep changing that level. He changed levels. He didn't finish it. I think Milford got hoping to catch him.
Right. Snap down. And he snapped into a long set of arms there, I can tell you that.
Nice.
Breaks into his hip. Now takedown, tech ball for Dylan Bennett.
And I believe that locks it up for CR. 3 left, 18 points, all you maximum you can get.
Yeah, that's it.
21-point lead.
It is over. Marvin, we have to start thinking about a hammer, Henlopen hammer of the night. So we'll award that at the end of the night. Get him over here, get an interview with the young man. And we're going to move to 132, where two-time state champ Jack Toady. And not sure who this CR wrestler is. I'll check. Should be 41-19. So number 1 ranked Jack Toady here for the Milford Buccaneers. And he's up against Craig Dixon. That'd be the younger brother of Owen. He's a freshman. Toady going to work quick. Looks like he might have a near side cradle here. Steps over, gets the takedown. 2-0 for Jack Toady. So they're going to run MJ Smith up to 38 against Briscoe. And I like this here. Instead of forfeiting to the two-time state champ, you give a young guy a chance.
Yes. I like it to at least to get a chance to wrestle.
Right. I get sometimes the momentum kill the momentum and that kind of stuff. But, you've already won the match. It's in hand.
It's a nice chance for Dixon too. I mean, what you got to lose?
Right.
I mean, he is attacking. He's outmanned a little bit here, but I mean, still a great experience.
And it gives your star wrestler a chance to perform in front of the crowd. Got some scores in. Lake Forest beats Indian River in a big Southern Division match, Marvin.
Big win for them.
Yeah. Laurel beats Delmar. I think the conference is just going to be there's a lot of parity this year.
Yes. I think Laurel's pretty good.
They're going to be tough. Oh, shot by Toady on the high crotch. And I think he wanted to go Turk on the way down, but Dixon got the hips just enough out of the way. Toady with a 12-5 lead. 5 seconds on the clock, first period. So both teams, Myron, they come in kind of undermanned.
Yes.
And but they put on a good show. Haven't seen an upset yet.
Well, that's the thing you talked about already. But talked about down the road, the state tournaments. It doesn't matter who's healthy.
Right.
I mean, who's not out or who's doesn't have COVID or whatever. I mean, the bottom line is you got to have your team on that day, have them at the right weights,
Right.
and get the matchups you need. And seeding is important because, like, these matches now are important because you get seeded where you can weigh in to be able to be the state champs.
Oh, look at the little pommel horse there. 12-5.
I mean,
Second period.
we know the state champ. I give this kid Dixon credit. He's at least going after it.
Yeah.
You know,
Look, he just went.
wrestling.
Take down and cut by Tony. He's right back in on the double. So headlock by Toady, looking to finish it here. Minute to go, and there's the fall. Jack Toady gets the pin.
Very nice job on both men, actually.
And a 40-25 lead for the Riders. Now we're going to get a bump up here to 132. This is MJ Smith, ranked number 4 at 132 pounds. And he's going up against Aaron Briscoe, ranked number 5 at 138. Heck, if I had known this match was going to happen, this would have been the match of the night. So the next match, folks, is our Iannone specialty sandwich match of the night. It's going to end the night for us. But right now we're at 2 ranked wrestlers at different weights for the Caesar Rodney Riders, MJ Smith, and for the Milford Buccaneers, Aaron Briscoe. Foot sweep attempt by Briscoe. Oh, double leg by. Came off that hard club. Just got to keep those feet moving. I like to tell my kids, Marvin, they don't see it anymore, so I tell them, have your parents go home and go on YouTube and find the old Flintstone cartoon and watch Fred Flintstone start his car. So, you know, those feet don't stop running.
Stop running. I've always said
that's how you run a double.
Right, exactly.
Keep your feet moving.
Keep your feet moving. I've always been one on your feet. Motion, more motion causes them to change the levels and to attack.
We spend a lot of time in our club, the Henlopen Hammers, stance and motion, stance and motion. And
what's the key?
And as they get older, they hate it more and more. And you know, I try to tell them, like, don't be a college wrestler then, because that's what you're going to do. We do it 20 minutes, you're going to do it 40.
Well, I've always said on your feet, your job is to use motion to get him out of position. Change his level, then you lower your level, you're going to attack. Just stand there, I don't think it gives you an advantage. When you think about you shooting the target, you want to move in target or you want to stand in target?
Right. 10 seconds to go here in the first period.
Both guys seem like they're feeling each other out.
Right. And that's how we're going to end the first period, 0-0. Getting a little extra here tonight with the 2 ranked wrestlers from different weight classes. Two minutes on the clock, second period underway.
These guys ever faced before, Benny, you know of?
Not that I'm aware of. I think they've always been at different levels. Maybe in middle school, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And going to get in the release. 1 point for Briscoe.
So Briscoe gets one. I don't know whether he got all out, but I think he's going to let him go anyway.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be on his feet.
Both these wrestlers, they they'll kind of lure you to sleep, and then they're explosive. There you saw it right there.
Briscoe's in there tight. He's tied. He's tied up now.
And we're going to get a stalemate. Nice job by MJ, realizing that he was in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Briscoe got in, MJ, they tied him right up. No.
Minute 28 to go here in the second period. 1-0 lead for the Buccaneer, Aaron Briscoe. £138. That's the #1 ranked wrestler. Dan Sinclair. He's a William Penn guy, Marvin, so you can appreciate that.
Yeah, I watched him mature. He's done a good job.
Won the Del Castle Invitational right at the turn of the year.
Always a Colonial, Benny.
Yeah, I hear you. Once a Colonial, that's what my son says about Caesar riding. Once a rider, always a rider.
That's it. Always peeking at them, see what they're doing.
Go out of bounds with 47 seconds left. I noticed there that it looked like Smith was going to put the motion in the hand fight and the up and down on, and then just didn't pull the trigger. So maybe setting up something for a little later.
Now, Briscoe was pushing, but that's how you do circle back in.
Right.
And went out of bounds. But either one wants to make that mistake right now.
Briscoe's got to be careful reaching with those two hands.
Yep.
Briscoe with an unhook on the left side. Looks like he maybe tried a little good boot scoot there, but and like you say, you talked about Coach Holloway. Here's a case where Smith's moving up, and you just want to be there at the end. Stay in the match, be there at the end, and
keep
7 seconds left. He is.
Keep it close to the third period. I think Smith wrestled well. He's commanded the circle. No, he hasn't been pushed around.
Oh! Ooh. It may have been ill-advised there. Luckily, time ran out because Briscoe almost jumped right into a double leg.
I think Smith is. He stayed in the center, and
no stall calls in the match so far.
Hasn't been with a lot of action. Almost like they're flurries.
Right.
Smith
is going to his feet. He's not taking bottom.
No.
Maybe he's going to save the flurry for the third period. There he is in on a high crotch, and deep on a high crotch. Switches off to the double, locks the hands. And this is where the size is coming in.
I know where you're at right here. Get out of bounds, get a fresh start. Keep turning with him.
And out of bounds, no takedown.
Another flurry, Benny.
Well, Smith might, when he gets to the hand locked on the double, he might want to think just run his feet and run him to the mat hard. Because he's giving up some weight here.
If you could run him hard, get him to his hip.
Right, exactly. And again, maybe he looked up there. Minute 18 to go here. You're getting to see two ranked wrestlers from different weights, folks. Smith ranked #4 at 132, bumps up to Briscoe ranked #5 at 138.
You can see possibly a little bit of that strength makes a difference because he was in there twice.
Right. A minute to go here, third period.
Nice throw by.
Take down Briscoe, goes up 3-0.
Come on, don't sit here, let's go.
Briscoe there was heavy on the head and threw it by.
This is the weight class where we would have seen Cataldi, but not here tonight. O'Hara not here for the Bucks. 25 seconds to go, 3-0 lead for Aaron Briscoe. Watch Peterson. And escape for Briscoe, 2 seconds. And that's it. 3-1 lead for Aaron Briscoe. Or win for Aaron Briscoe. making it 40-28. And here we go, your Iononis. Specialty sandwich. Have you ever had that stuff? You're a Newcastle guy.
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
I heard the best sandwiches in Newcastle County.
That's good stuff. Now, Benny, going back to that last match, that's what sports are about right there.
Right.
Young man could have just had an easy night, took care of it, ran up a weight class,
Right.
didn't get the win, but he improved tonight by going up and doing that.
Right. I don't know if he would have had an easy night because he would have had Toady.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But yeah. So what I mean is he didn't have to go up.
Right.
He could have.
Right.
The match was
Could've
over.
just wrestled his weight.
Yeah.
Cody Waski, Hunter Durham at 145 pounds. The Iononis specialty sandwich match of the night. Final match of the night. The Riders have secured the win. Up for Waski in on a high crotch. Goes behind. Takedown, Cody Waski. These two wrestled at the Milford Invitational with Durham getting the win. Waski, fourth place at the Warren Shore last weekend. He's another one, I tell you, that put into work last summer. Saw him out all spring and all summer. He was in the barn, as we call it, down in Lincoln.
Well, it's amazing how much you can improve over summer.
Right.
With maturity and putting the time and get with the right people.
Right, get in the weight room.
Yeah. I mean,
Durham, he wrestled for Seaford last year. Here's an interesting story. You want to talk about a kid that's transformed his body? He was the 195-pounder for Seaford last year. He weighed in the other night 138 pounds. So you talk about another kid that put work in. He put a different kind of work, changed his diet, got into the weight room, got into some exercise, and made himself a healthier individual. So you got to give Hunter Durham a lot of credit for a young man to do that. And there was a kid that was affected probably by COVID, the year before. And
well, it's all about discipline there.
right,
That's,
exactly.
You got
Exactly.
discipline.
And you don't get any shorter or taller.
No.
I mean, he was that tall at 195 pounds.
That's amazing too. You think about it. That's the.
3 seconds left on the clock. Waski with a 2-0 lead. Folks, after this match, we'll take a quick commercial timeout. And we'll get our Henlopen Hammer of the night on the mic. I think we've agreed on one.
Yes.
We're going to keep you folks in some suspense. Otherwise, you wouldn't stay through the commercials while we pay the bill, right? And you're watching Delaware Live Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. He is Marvin Dooley. On the camera, Kristen Mitchell. So, Marvin, now you've had a month. You guys were the state runners-up in football, but you ran into a buzzsaw in the finals. Talk about that season a little bit and reflect on it.
Well, it was a great year. I mean, you can't define one game, can't define your season.
Right,
but
right.
we did run into a team that was better than us that night and that morning.
Right.
So, I mean, we knew they were good, and we knew the matchup didn't favor us in a lot of areas. And their quarterback, who I knew was good, was even better than advertised.
He had a good game.
So, give them all the credit. But right. I was really happy with our kids.
Durham goes for the chin whip there. Waski almost, but it had to be a special season, your first year down there. And a couple of those guys have found their way to the wrestling room, Ellis Cannon and Wyatt Wright.
Yeah, we've
I think they would make a good tag team in the future.
Well, actually, he has about 10 football players in there right now, which is
great. That's awesome.
As a football coach, I want my guys in there.
Sure.
I think if anything, lineman should be in it all, pushing weight.
High crotch by Waski, takedown. He goes up 4-0.
Well, I think the season was great, Benny. I'm thankful for the season, and I do tell you, I think that just that day they were better.
Right. And Durham rolls through. Elbow roll, gets a reversal, 4-2. 45 seconds to go here in the second period.
One thing I'll tell you, Ben, as a football coach, I think that football coaches need to push their kids to wrestle.
Sure. Well, you're starting to hear the NFL guys talk about
it. And John Madden always said, just passed away. John Madden's biggest thing was that he always, if you were a wrestler, he wanted you. You know, the intangibles that wrestling gives you.
Right. Escape by Waski. He goes up 5-2. Well, you saw during the season this year, at one point, Iowa's front line was all former high school 285 pounders. Of course, you're talking about a big wrestling state there.
Waski's wrestling smart here.
Right, he wants a little payback from December. Got an underhook on the left side. You got to get that head out. You can have an underhook, but if you don't have head position, you don't have anything. End of the period. Yeah, that's going to be an unsportsmanlike on Durham.
Just a little frustration.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Needs to calm down a little bit. He's a good kid. You know, you're wrestling a guy that you beat, and you know, he's kind of taking it to you, and buzzer sounds, and you know, he's only a sophomore. He'll learn to compose it. Hopefully.
The key is not to hit another one.
That's right.
Now, you talked about head position when he was in there. He did get it at the very end.
At the very end, yeah.
And he did get it.
And, you know, with 2-3 more seconds, he gets a takedown. So that shows you how important head position is. Waski takes bottom position. Durham's going to give him the free release. 7-2. And he's kind of lucky that wasn't a flagrant call, you know, with a hand to the face afterwards. I'm sure that's something Coach Parsley's going to fix in the room tomorrow afternoon. We're going to talk about it.
I guarantee that.
Yeah.
Now, give Waski credit, too. He didn't respond back.
No, not at all.
Which would have had trouble then. So that's
shot by Waski into the double. No takedown, out of bounds. Minute 37 to go.
That was nice, though. Changed level, switched off. Waski's really wrestling well.
That left-handed high crotch. I hate left-handed wrestlers. There's not a lot of them out there. And Waski's done a good job of controlling the mat, too.
Yes. He continued to attack.
Something got thrown on, looked like a little kid's ball or something. Coach Parsley's going to put it in his pocket, taking him his grandchildren when he has them.
Wonder how much longer Don has.
He keeps telling me this is it, and then he starts talking about next year.
I know he retired from teaching.
Yeah. Fortunately, he gets my club in here. We practice in here in the winter, and it's a heck of a lot warmer than it was in that barn with no heat. 54 seconds to go in the match. Durham in a front head position, looking to go behind. I think Waski's length is giving him problems right now.
He's smart, knows where he's at.
Right. Look at the dump here.
Zucker drag. He's trying it.
He's
trying it.
And they go out of bounds. 32 seconds to go. Waski's one of these wrestlers that didn't have a great December, but he's picking it up at the right time.
Well, there was perfect. He stepped up. He had the sucker drag, just ran out of bounds.
Right. Your Iannone match of the night. Iannone specialty sandwich. They're powered by beef. Another left-handed high crotch shot. Switches off to the double. Redirects his feet. Takedown for Waski. He goes up 9-2.
He's really wrestling well, Benny.
Yes,
he
he is.
Really changed levels, getting in there, switching off.
Under 10 seconds to go as the clock winds down.
I was impressed with that match.
That's right. And that's it. Waski with the 9-2 decision. And the Riders win 43-28. So, folks, we're going to go to a commercial timeout. When we come back, we're going to have our hammer.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer.
And welcome back, folks. Here's our Henlopen Hammer of the night, Owen Dixon. And Owen Dixon, you know, everybody knew you're looking at the score, but you guys had to have some pins up top, right? You went out and you kind of got it started and led your team to this victory. Talk about, first of all, going into the match knowing you had to pin. What was your mindset?
Well, I've wrestled Oliver before. I wrestled him at the Milford Invitationals, so I knew I pinned him at the Milford Invitationals too, so I knew I had to beat him, and I knew that the team needed it too. And the kid I was supposed to wrestle was a no-show. I don't remember what his name was.
I guess it would be O'Hara, maybe.
O'Hara. Yeah. O'Hara was supposed to come. That was going to be a tough match, and I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised. I got bumped up, and we started it, and won from 70 all the way up to 106.
Yeah. So talk about your team performance here tonight. This is a big win after a loss to Cape Henlopen. So you guys are hunting to get in that state tournament, and you want to be a high seed. This was a big match coming in. They had a big winner over Sussex Central. Yeah,
it was
talk about your team.
Yeah, it was a great match. I mean, everybody wrestled well. We're ranked 3 and 4, right?
Right.
So that should help our seeding too. Like, we're excited. It was good.
Now, I was just impressed. I know I knew coming into the match that you guys had to do a lot up top. Had a chance to get a lot of bonus points, and you got them. How did you feel being one of the guys that had that pressure on them to get it done tonight?
I know, it was great. I love wrestling in the beginning because then, like, there's not as much pressure. It was just fun, enjoyable. I don't know. I liked it.
Well, I know as a coach, and when I coached my guys, or when I was always upper weight too when I wrestled. And back then we started at 106 and went all the way up.
Time, yeah.
The pressure always came down to us. I'm like you, always liked it coming to me. So I think it's impressive that you guys got that run going that made it easier on your lightweights coming back around.
It did. It definitely did. Like, our Sussex Central match came down to the last match, and it put a lot of pressure on the last guys, like knowing they had to win. This, we didn't have the pressure, and it was just more enjoyable, and like, it was just more fun. I don't know. We all enjoyed it.
So talk about the return of Brock Connor tonight.
Yeah, Brock's first match. I having ankle injuries all season.
Right.
Been practice with him and did great. Pinned the kid. It was amazing.
It was such a secret. My son, the assistant coach, didn't even tell me about it. He's telling me he's out for a while. So nice to see him back. And you still got you got Smyrna coming up next week. Big match is going to be on Delaware Live Sports. You grew up as a Caesar Rodney young rider, and you got to see those matches. You got to see your coaches wrestle for championships, and now you're in that play. You're that guy.
Yeah.
Talk about how exciting it is to be in that Smyrna Caesar Rodney match.
No, like you said, it's awesome. Like, wrestling all the Smyrna kids back from 2nd grade up to now, and now I'm at varsity, and we're doing great, and it's going to be a good match. I'm really excited.
Okay. Owen Dixon is your hammer of the night. The Caesar Rodney Riders win 40-28. Owen, thank you, folks. That's a wrap from Milford High School. Your final score: the Caesar Rodney Riders 43, the Milford Bucks 28. We'll see you Friday night from Delaware Military Academy when the Cape Henlopen Vikings travel to Wilmington. Have a good night, folks.
Thank you.
No, I told him he could take it off. Let me get your picture. No, nobody was in 6 feet. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Jack.
Good job.